Welcome to another session of Stop, Look, Listen, and Learn. Today we're going to introduce forward contracts, and we're going to first discuss what a forward contract is, and two, how do you price a forward contract. And in subsequent videos, we're going to look at how you value a forward contract. So let's start off by first looking at what is a forward contract. Well, a forward contract, first of all, is a legally binding agreement. And that's unlike an option where you have the right but not the obligation to perform if you are the party purchasing the option. That's different with a forward contract. Both parties are legally obligated to do something. So the buyer or purchaser, which is also referred to as the loan party, is obligated to purchase the underlying at a specified price on a certain date in the future, right? Now the seller or the short party is obligated to sell the underlying at a specified price on a certain date in the future, right? So that's the essence of a forward contract. So now what we want to do is figure out how do we price a forward contract. What is price of a forward contract? But the price of a forward contract is going to be the forward price at time equals 0 or F not, right? Now, how do we set or determine what the forward price is going to be at time t equals 0? Well, we want the forward price to be a price that will prevent any arbitrage in the marketplace. So we don't want someone to be able to produce a riskless profit without using any of their capital based on what the forward price is. And that is referred to as the no arbitrage forward price. And that's what we want to compute here, right? And how do we compute that? So that's going to be equal to price of the underlying at time 0. That's going to be multiplied by 1 plus the risk-free rate compounded let's say, let's suppose the future price is equal to, say, 105. Now, how could you capture an arbitrage profit if the future price was equal to 105 instead of the no arbitrage future price of 101.94? Well, let's look at what you would do. So at time t equals 0, and then at time t equals 3 months. So 1, at time equals t0, what you would do is you would borrow $100 at 8%, which is the risk-free rate. Because remember, when you're generating an arbitrage profit, you do not use any of your cash, right? So now that you have the $100, the second thing you would do is you would buy the underlying for $100. So now you are long the underlying, which in this case we're saying is a stock. And the third thing you're going to do is you're going to enter into, you'll take a short position in a 3-month forward contract pursuant which you will sell underlying for 5 and 3 months. So those are the three things you would do simultaneously. First, you would borrow $100 at 8%. Today, what you would do is you would short the underlying. And receive $100. Now, if you have that $100, what you would do at that point is you would invest $100 at 8% for 3 months. And then the third thing that you would do is you would take a loan position in a 3-month forward contract pursuant to which you will sell the underlying for $98 in 3 months. So those are the things you would do at time 0. Now, let's say we move forward 3 months and the contract has expired. So what would you do then? So first thing you would do is, one, cash in your investment and receive $100 times 1.08, and that is going to give you, right, $101.94. The second thing you will do is you will purchase the underlying for $98 pursuant to terms of the forward contract. And then the third thing is you will capture arbitrage profit of, so you receive 101, received, that's received, minus 8 cash paid, and then that's gonna give you a profit of $3.94, and that is gonna be your profit. So as you can see, it doesn't matter whether the no arbitrage future price is above, if the price is above the no arbitrage future price, or whether it's above or whether it is below, you still will end up with an arbitrage profit in both cases. So now let's look at a couple key takeaways. Let's see here. futures contract, right? Two, let me see how I do it this way. Two, so we're gonna say this is, let's see, this is your no arbitrage future price, okay. So if O is above it, then you're gonna have what is called cash and carry. What that means is you will borrow money and purchase dollar line at t equals time equals 0. And you will enter into a short, let's say take a short position, take a short position in forward contract. Now, if O is below, then you're gonna use reverse cash and carry. All that means is you're going to short the underlying at time equals 0.